And a pleasant good morning. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We're located in Frederick, Colorado. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Today we got a unique vehicle behind us. This one is a Summit hauler. It's a used 2022 Freightliner M2 This one is the big boy with the big horsepower, big torque, and of course big engine. We're going to go over some of the features on here and some of the things you can do when purchasing a Summit hauler. If we have enough time in the build, we will be able to add certain things to it. This one is pretty much have a lot of stuff that you can put on a Freightliner or put on a Summit hauler. And we're going to point out some of those features on here. And of course, some of the things you could add on after the fact. And of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. My number will be at the bottom of the screen. And of course, my email will be there as well. And of course, you could also comment on those videos that you're seeing right now. So let's take a great look at this unit right now. This is my favorite color. It is red. Some of the things to look at right now, like I said, it is a 112. So this one does look a little bit bigger than the 106 because of the engine. And because we're talking about the engine, let's look at how easy it is to open up this hood. We got two straps on either side of this unit that we undo. Very easy. Even a kid could do it. We just got to line up. If we come a little bit closer, all we got to do is just line up this part right here and then snap it in. Very easy. And again, to release, just pull up and of course bring it all the way in. So there's one on either side. Very easy. Keeps that hood on there, and on top in the middle has a handle. You pull it down and of course that hood will release. So as we look underneath that hood right now, this one, like I said, it is the big boy. This one is the Detroit Diesel DD13, and also it's also partnered with the Allison 6-speed 4000 TRV automatic transmission. You're looking at 505 horsepower and 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. So you could pull anything with this truck. Again, one thing about Freightliner that I love, everything underneath that hood is pretty much fully labeled. So you could go underneath that hood as an owner and actually look at certain things. If you realize some of your levels are low, like your coolant, your power steering fluid, that stuff you could check on your own. Check your dipstick. Again, one of the cool things about the 112s, it does come with a cargo or a engine lamp or utility lamp, if you want to call that. The switch is inside the cab. You turn that on, bright LED lights, and again, you could work with this through, in dark areas and stuff if anything happens during the night. Again, you have your fuse boxes over here, and everything is pretty much right there where you can see it. Again, to close this hood, all you guys got to do is just push on the hood, and as you guys can see, it doesn't just drop on you. It has a very soft close, but if you want to move a little bit faster, all you guys got to do is just give it a little pressure and it will go down easily. One of the safety features behind that is if the hood is open and you're working in some strong wind conditions and the wind decides to blow that hood towards you, it will not injure you. It will actually give you that warning, soft close towards you. You could either stop it or get out of the way and finish it once that wind dies down. Remember to strap those in once you're done, so you don't forget driving down the road, the hood just opens up. Another thing to look for is the front grille. You can see how big it is compared to the 106. Again, you do need more air intake into that Detroit Diesel DD13 engine for all the heat it will be bringing, so you need that airflow. And of course, that three-piece bumper that are on all the Freightliners. Again, we have seen some people in the past taking those out and putting those grill guards. That's one of the options you guys could do as well. It will replace the three-piece bumper, or you could get the X guard where you could actually build in to that three-piece bumper and just protect the front end of that unit. But again, it is a Summit hauler, so you have that Summit hauler badge, and it is designed by the C9 company. Great company, great grills, very professional, and very easy to work with as well. From the late 21s to 22, 23s, you have the LED headlamps, and those are daytime running light, kind of those white lights instead of the orange, but very bright at night as well. You do have signal lights throughout that truck, so these are signal lights up here, and of course up here as well. This one does come with a pre-setup for a CB radio. So this antenna is not for your regular stereo, it is for your CB radio. For all those who don't know, all the wiring is located inside the cab, and once you decide to put a CB radio in this truck, it's very easy to run. So with the 112s, you'll see the design on the steps is a little bit different. We do have two different options when it comes to the way it's built. As you guys can see right now, we have the def tank and the fuel tank located over here, so you don't have those covers like you see on the 106s. We do have the other option where the def tank is located right here, and again, that's the way it's set up. So this one came just like this, so we had to design our step to kind of work around the def tank and the fuel tank. We do have 100 gallons on this truck, 50 on each side. If you're looking for your engine block heater, it's located right underneath the driver door. And of course, your batteries will be located right here. Typically, you'll find them underneath the back seat, but because of the way the design of that 112 is, the batteries are located underneath the driver's seat on this particular truck. Let's look at that front driver's seat. And we're going to go underneath the seat first. We do have that disconnect switch underneath here, so if anybody trying to figure out where that's located, it does have like a little design of a battery. Right now it's in the on position with everything running. If you decide to turn off the vehicle and you won't be driving it for a few days and you want to save your battery and not have it drain, you could turn that switch off, and it will cut all power to that unit. Whenever you turn that unit back on, typically your alarm will go off. That's why on the key fob you will have your alarm switch. So you just do the unlock button to remove that alarm. So every time you turn off the battery and you turn it back on, most times your alarm system will go off. So remember to have the keys on you and turn that alarm system off. Because we're always inside, I want to show you guys what all the light switches are. They are located on the left side of the driver, right above the key. You will see a descent and an increase button here. This will increase the lighting on your dash and decrease it as well. And these are your light options. Once you turn on the truck, it does have daytime running lights as well. So you'll have orange lights that will turn on once you turn on the vehicle. On the door, we have our own panel. This one does have the Summit Hauler logo. And of course, Kenwood speakers on all four doors to get that quality sound. Your air ride seats, this is your switch to increase the air and to decrease the air as well. As you guys can see underneath the seat, you get your airbags. And of course, this one does come with heated seats, a high and low setting. And this particular seat is massage seats as well. So one of the things you could add to this one is cool seats or vented seats. But this one does come with the massage capability as well. It does have that switch on there. Once we go inside, I'm going to show you guys how that works. But again, that's another option you could add, is the massage seats. And of course, we got the back seat here. As you guys could see, the two-tone on those seats, the black and the gray, works perfectly in the interior. And that seat does turn into a bed. And right between those seats, you guys have tons of charging options. So when you guys are on long road trips, you have charging for your iPads, for your phones, computers. So you have two 110 plug-in, you have 4 USB plugs and 2 12-volt plug-ins. And as you guys can see on the back door, you do have that same panel like on the front, again with the speaker installed here. And the switches on top here, each door will have a switch for its own window. And on the passenger door behind the driver will have that switch for that bench to turn into a bed. Again, this is DOT certified to be a bed. Again, great storage in the back of those beds. Again, we do the aluminum beds, not the steel beds. And when you look at the storage, you got some nice storage compartments on each side. They are the same size. In my next video, I'll bring a tape measure out and actually show you the actual measurements. Inside does have LED lights as well. So if in case you're working in the night trying to figure out what you have inside there, the lights will turn on. All storage boxes are lockable, so you could lock all your personal items in here. Dual ties in the back. And one of the things that I mentioned, on every single Summit hauler we do, we put auto balancers on here. So again, it will ride way different, and of course, it will protect your tires, give you a longer lasting tire, and of course, auto balance the vehicle as you go down the road. Another small storage box in the back. Again, it is lockable. And you can see how deep it is. We try to use as much space as possible. One of the things we did to this particular truck was we added the bed liner on the deck of this truck. We do have some trucks coming in next with the deck line on the headache rack as well. This one does come equipped with a backup camera. Again, with this Voyager camera system that we use, we have a separate screen, and we also have the capability of adding 3 more cameras to that unit. So you have a total of 4 cameras if you decide to go that route. We do have a unit that came in. The previous customer did add 2 more cameras, one on the bumper pull and one to actually show you your hitch, because it has a gooseneck ball. It does have that camera to show you the hookup. So I could see somebody, putting one here to actually see the hookup if it's only them to be there to hook up that unit alone. But some people could do it without a camera. So it's all up to you. You do have the capability of adding an extra camera to this input here. So if your trailer has that camera, you could set a line, plug it into here, and every time you hook up, you could plug in, and that camera feed will go into that Voyager camera system up there. For your trailer, you have your 7-pin hookup. All you guys got to do is get an adapter if you have a 4-pin. Again, this one was equipped with the glide hands on there. Again, all of our Freightliners do come with glide hands or air for your trailer already installed. Typically, we don't mount them on there until a customer asks. But typically we have them stored underneath the bed. So this one, the previous customer did wanted that hookup. So this is where we normally have that pretty much out of the way. You still have enough steps to go in and out of the truck. And of course you have that out of the way as well, so you don't trip or fall. Bumper pull hitch. You do have a 2-inch here. And of course, tons of lighting throughout this truck. So once we turn on those lights at night, everybody could see you coming from afar. You do have the option as well of adding more lights to it if you want. We did have a blue truck the other day that my customer decided to add lights going up the headache rack, and it turned out perfect. It turned out great. So again, this is where the other 50-gallon diesel tank is located. And of course, we had those big breakaway cameras, mirrors. Again, if in case you're driving in a tight spot and for some reason you hit a tree or branch, this was actually close and not break. So all you guys got to do is come out and adjust it as needed. The top mirrors are powered, so you could adjust it as needed. And then the bottom ones, all you guys got to do is come out and adjust it as you wish. So let's jump inside and I'll show you the interior features. Again, this one does come with heated front seats. You have that folding back seat as we go in. Tons of charging options on that bottom seat. You do have that same charging options up front. The driver and passenger seats are air ride, and it does have massage capability as well. So we do have a remote that sits in a pocket on the side of the seat, and of course all your options for the massaging is on here. So you have 3 different zones, 4 different selections, intensity and speed on this remote, and of course your power. So while you're driving, you need to, be relaxed. You kind of put the seat down a little bit, turn this on, and we'll just massage you on your trip. So let me just turn this on for a little bit here. So we'll allow this to load, and I'll power it up. Okay, so as we power this unit up, you guys can see a few things loading up, like your stereo. We do have the Stinger stereo sound system with XM ready. It does have AM and FM radio. When you go into the menu box here, you can see more options here. When it comes to your Bluetooth, you could actually add your phone. It does have Apple and Android capability. And for you to access that, you have to plug in your phone for this little protector. There's a little protection over it. This, you pop it open, and then you have your USB plug in here to plug in that phone to allow you to have that Apple and Android capability. This one does also come equipped with navigation. So if you don't want to use your phone, you do have navigation on that screen. That's another option. And when we go back, again, you have different settings here. When you go into your settings, you could do a bunch of stuff. You could change your background, your display. When it comes to your sound, you do have your EQ, subwoofer, all your volumes, your equalizer. You could actually tune it as needed. And again, it is slide, so you could just go on it and slide it up and down as needed. Exit out. Your different stations, you could pre-program those as well as needed. As we go here, we got tons of buttons here. A lot of people might ask the question what all those buttons do. I'm going to try to answer those questions as we go on. With the Summit Hauler, you do have rear, AC, and heat. So you have those switches right here, a blue and red switch. If you turn it to the blue, the fan in the back will turn on. And you have 3 settings here, high, medium, and low. With the red, we'll turn on the heat. With no lights on, that rear AC and heat is turned off. Down here, you have your red dump valve. So if you turn that on, you will hear that beeping. Again, that alert will stay on until you turn that switch off. So right now, it is warning us that that back air is dumped. So when you're ready and you all hooked up to your trailer, or you're ready, put your trailer down and you drive off slowly, then you could release this, and then all the air in that back suspension will air up again. Right next to it here, we got your red differential lock, your Allison 6-speed automatic transmission, reverse, neutral, and drive. Once it's in neutral and your handbrake is up, it is in park, again, drive and reverse. You do have your mood here where you could actually switch it, and you could do it manually. You could actually change your gears, to 1st to 6th gear by manually pressing those buttons. Over here you got your cruise control. This is your switch to turn it on. This is to set it, and this is to actually accelerate. Once you're done, you could cancel and then turn off. Your marker light, manual region button, override. You do have your light test switch. Again, if you hook up your trailer, or if you're just driving with your truck, want to make sure all your lights on your vehicle is working. Once you turn the switch on, it will have a countdown. Once that countdown is over, all the lights outside will blink except your cargo light. So all you guys got to do is come in here and turn on your cargo light switch. This is one of your optional switches here. It will turn on that cargo light switch, those lights in the back, and then all your lights right now will be on, blinking. And once you're done, turn off your cargo light switch, and then all the rest of the lights, once you're done with that, you actually come back and turn the switch off. So the driver door don't have a switch for the window because he has controls of all 4 windows right here. So your driver window, passenger window in the front, and then your 2 back windows switches right here. You do have your traction control switch here to turn it on and off. power locks. Again, utility lamp. You do have that lamp I showed you guys earlier in the engine. This is that switch right here. Again, heated mirrors, charging for USB, so you have 4 USB slots here. Parking brake, engine brake up here. You do have 2 settings. You have a high and a low setting. Center will turn it off. You've seen some of our units with the engine brake where it has an on and off switch. That's just how, you know, Freightliner start doing it now. But again, with those, sometimes you just find just one switch for your engine brake. So once you see that, you'll notice. Again, parking brake, trailer brake supply. Again, we do have a smaller system for your trailer brake. This one we use the red arc system. This is your USB port for your Apple and Android capability. This is your bass knob, so you could actually increase and decrease your subwoofer. Your regular cab, AC controls, cup holders. We have a nice storage box in here. More cup holders over here. As we look up top, we have your Voyager camera system. Like I mentioned, we have 1 camera on this unit, and I will show you guys a unit next week once it's all done with in the shop. What it looks like with multiple cameras on that screen. This level right here is for your air horn. You have a microphone over closer to the windshield. Nice storage compartment up here and up here. And of course, you got some nice reading lights. You got that red light and the regular orange lights. Again, we have some awesome lighting up here. We got your reading light switch. Then we have our mood light. And then we have an auxiliary switch that will turn on this little blue light up here. And then you have a extra switch here if in case you need it for any reason or the other. Again, with this particular seat, again, it is 2-tone. You have armrests, 1 on each side. So you have 2 armrests here that are adjustable with this little lever underneath there. As needed, bring it up or down by wheeling this little switch down here. Heated, two settings for heating, and of course massage seats. Again, you do have the option of adding vented seats if you need that. We just have to order it ahead of time. It does take a little while to get done, so if in case that's something you want to do after the fact, it can be done at a cost to you, but it will take some time to get done. But if in case you're looking to purchase a vehicle ahead of time, a month or 2 in advance, then we'll be able to add a lot of stuff to it. So this unit only has 11,400 miles. Very great. Well, it's just one of the top vehicles we have on our lot right now. Great power, anything you want to pull. It does have that huge hitch I didn't mention earlier, so I want to apologize for that. This one does have a unique hitch. Previous owner did purchase that hitch on his own. We installed it right here at this location. And that's one of the hitches. Again, it's similar to the Hensley with the airbags, but that one does have a more a higher weight rating on it. It's about 40 or 45,000 pounds, if I remember well. I was the one who actually worked with the customer on getting this one in. This one is heavy duty. Again, with a truck like this, and you want to pull a lot of weight, having a hitch like that does really work. Again, the Hensley does an amazing job as well. So they're both on the same level, but just the weight rating are a little bit different. But again, if you guys have options, if you have ideas in mind to build on your Freightliner, or if you want to work with us in Summit Hauler, feel free to contact us. We'll answer all of your questions. You could come in, see what our interior designs are like. You could test drive those trucks. It's awesome to drive. It might look big, but trust me, guys, it is easy to drive. I have, I wouldn't say forced, but I've talked women into coming in with their husbands and actually driving it. We take them on a nice road, or even inside our property, we'll have them drive around and feel comfortable before taking it on the road. But those trucks are very easy to drive. The turning radius is actually very impressive, even better than a 1-ton pickup. A lot of people might be like, yeah, but you got to come in and actually test drive those vehicles and actually turn with this truck. So just imagine what it would be like pulling a trailer. So if you guys have any questions about any of our Freightliners, the M2106s or the M2112s, feel free to reach out. Summit Hauler has done an amazing job throughout the years. I've been working here at Transwest, building those trucks and actually making sure our customers are happy, and making sure we have a great product for our customers as well. We do have a great service department here as well, so service is not a problem, bringing those units in for service. And of course, parts departments, if you need anything, bumper pull, whatever the case may be, we'll get it done here as well. So thank you for tuning in today. This has been a 2022 Freightliner Summit Hauler conversion, M2112, great condition, red exterior, black and silver interior, and of course just an amazing unit. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. My number is at the bottom of the screen, and my name is Marlon Bledman, and I'll see you guys next time for another video.